Welcome back to Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans. I'm Steven, and tonight, whenever the heck you're watching this, we are doing a blind flight whiskey exchange. The blind flight we're getting into today is a whiskey exchange we did with The Pot Still Life. The Pot Still Life is a fantastic whiskey YouTube channel. I'll go ahead and post their link to their channel down there below. Ryan and AJ, they kill it. They make great videos. So this is kind of a concept / series we borrowed from Multicasting. I'll also go ahead and put their link down there below if I remember to do all that stuff as well. So we kind of stole this from them. They are doing like whiskey exchanges with other people, and so we were like, hey, let's do that together. So we exchanged 4 bottles of whiskey from each one of our collections. We did 1 bourbon, 1 rye, 1 cask strength whiskey, and 1 local craft to our area. And I'm gonna kind of go through them, let you know what I think about them. And then at the end, I'm going to let you know which ones I like best and which ones they actually are. So let's go ahead and get into this, starting off with the bourbon. I think the bourbon's the right one to start off with because craft can be wild, cask strength's a little high proof, and then rye can sometimes be a little bit more spicy. So I think bourbon's the right way to start off. So let's go ahead and get on the nose of the bourbon. Little fruity, nutty. It's like soft vanilla. Little, what was that? This kind of reminds me of like a Maker's Mark, Maker's 46, kind of like wheated bourbon flavor profile. Soft vanillas, fruits, strawberries, cherries. Not a lot of spice, very heavy on that like cream, that vanilla, those fruits. Yeah, it's mostly very, very heavy on those vanillas. Let's go ahead and get on the palate. Yeah, soft vanilla, fruits. Little bit of a cinnamon spice on the end there. Little nuttiness, some cherries, and a little bit of spice. On the nose, I'm starting to get a little nuttiness too. It's very soft and light though. The nose makes me want to go like wheated, and the palate makes me want to think of almost like a Knob Creek, but it's not quite that dark, like a Jim Beam. Yeah, not super high proof, guessing around like 90, maybe 95 proof. Really solid though. Let's go ahead and get on the rye. Ooh, this is like Teddy Grahams. What the heck? Teddy Grahams. Slight little tinge of like black licorice. Oh, now the black licorice is heavy. Black licorice, vanilla. Still a nice like Teddy Grahams, like toasted marshmallow, Teddy Grahams, like graham cracker, caramels, vanillas, black licorice. This is fantastic. I do not know what this is, but I'm loving this nose. Oh, that black licorice note's insane. It's Teddy Grahams and black licorice. Like those honey, graham cracker, little like teddy bear cookies, and then black licorice. That's so good. Let's go ahead and get on the palate. Yeah, this is spicy black licorice. So much melted brown sugar, like caramelized brown sugar and graham crackers. Very, very sweet. And this almost kind of reminds me of like a double oaked rye. I like it. It's not drinking very hot. I would say probably like 100, maybe 105. Again, I'm pretty god awful at proof, so who the heck actually knows, but I'm liking that one a lot. I'm gonna need some water. That's so much caramels, vanillas, brown sugars, and a nice bit of like licorice spice. I like this rye a lot. I don't know what it is. I don't know how much it costs. But when I look at that key, I'm definitely buying this because I know for a fact I don't have this bottle, but I really like this if I have the availability to do so. Let's go ahead and get on the Carolina Craft. And I know absolutely nothing outside of like very select markets of craft whiskey. I know nothing about Carolina Craft. That's where they're located. So let's go ahead and get into some Carolina Craft whiskey. Ooh, this one's interesting. Yeah, so much like caramels, vanillas, like your typical notes. A nice little bit of fruitiness, but there's like a toasted pineapple, brown sugar note. Ooh, and there's a nice little bit of like chocolatiness going on in there as well. It's not super offensive. It's very sweet, chocolatey. And that's the note I was having a hard time getting to. It's like chocolate. So that's pretty impressive. Let's go ahead and get on the palate. This reminds me so much of Adventurous Stills. It's chocolate, brown sugar. What is that? Like a blueberry. Blueberry, chocolate, brown sugar, caramels, vanillas, oak. And a little bit of like a cinnamon spice in there. Yeah, there's a nice like chocolatey like craft note. Which that's why I said it reminds me of Adventurous Stills, because that's one of my favorite local craft distilleries here in Arizona. And it has like a huge like chocolatey like rye type note in there. I like that one a lot too. Let's go ahead and get on the final one, which is the cash strength. Brown sugars, caramels, typical notes. Very fruity. Slightly floral and spicy, kind of like a black pepper. Yeah, it's very caramels, vanillas, a little bit of like a red fruit, but like an ambiguous such like cherry or apple. Maybe a little bit of like actually green apple, black pepper. Let's go ahead and get on the palate. Ooh. What? Why is it so rye forward now? Black pepper, dill, black licorice, caramels, vanillas, cherry, and oak. I don't know which one of these I like more. They're all like actually pretty good. But I'm gonna go, my least favorite was a bourbon. It was very kind of just simplistic, an average bourbon. Nothing too crazy for me. Honestly, it tasted kind of like a Knob Creek 9-year-old, or like, I'm going Knob Creek 9. Knob Creek 9's my guess, so 100 proof, 9 years old Knob Creek, because that's what it kind of reminds me of. And then my third place, second to last, is going to be the Craft. The Craft was actually really good. And first place is going to be that rye whiskey. So that means second place was the cash strength. That rye whiskey was just so interesting. I couldn't not love it. It was phenomenal. That brown sugar spiciness was so good. It reminded me of like Sagamore Double Oaked, but a more pronounced, more aggressive version of Sagamore Double Oak. Yeah, let's just go ahead and figure out which one's which. Okay, so first, or actually let's go bottom to top. So last place, bourbon, Wilderness Trail small batch bottled and bond. So this is 100 proof bourbon from Wilderness Trail, which I'm not that surprised. It's very nutty. I've heard a lot of good things about Wilderness Trail. I've tried a store pick that was pretty good, and this one, I mean, I like it, but I don't love it. It has a super nutty kind of sour taste to it. There's no wheat in it, so I was completely off base with the whole wheated thing, but that's neither here nor there. I kind of saw that one coming. Third place for me is Carolina Craft Conviction Double Oak 1929, 99.8 proof. So I don't think I guessed the proof on that one, but I was probably off. And then coming in second place, the cash strength is Pursuit Series 34-122. And the last and final one is Angel's Envy Caribbean Cask Finished. This stuff is fantastic. It's maple syrup. It's just so sweet. This is such a desserty rye whiskey. And yeah, so that's a finished rye whiskey that's 100 proof. So I was dead on by saying this is 100 proof. I mean, I said 100 and 105, but you know, that's neither here nor there. This was interesting. Not only are all 4 of these something I've never tried, all 4 of these are bottles I wanted to try in some regards. This was a lot of fun though. If you haven't checked out the Pot Still Life, go ahead and do so. They're fantastic, fantastic guys, and they bring amazing content. If you like my stuff, 9 times out of 10, you're probably gonna like their stuff, so check them out. They bring some wacky stuff, and it's so much fun over there. Also, if you like this video, please do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys thought about this. I don't know how often I'll be able to bring these kinds of videos because it's kind of dependent on people sending us stuff. But as long as people continue to send me random flights and random samples, I'm gonna continue to make videos out of this. Also, do me a favor, check out the Facebook, Instagram, and the Patreon. The link for the Patreon is down there below. We appreciate y'all for all your support. It goes a long, long way in helping us continue doing all this stuff. Cheers, y'all. We'll see you later.